Ladies and gentlemen, can I please have your attention? And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
It's Waffle Box time.
I don't even know what that means.
No one knows what it means, but it's provocative.
No, it's not. It
Gets the people going.
You know what old Jack Burton always says at a time like this?
My crotch is itchy.
Surely you can't be serious.
I am serious. And don't call me Shirley.
What would you do if you had $1 million?
2 chicks at the same time, man.
We just thank the Lord she didn't live to see her son as a mermaid.
You killed a hooker!
Call girls!
No,
she was
Cyril, when they're dead, they're just hookers.
This time we are sure she's a woman, right?
Why do you want to listen to the TV with the stereo on?
Because I like to party.
Let's do this!
Welcome to Waffle Box podcast, where we talk about anything, everything, and nothing, all at the same time. It's our Thanksgiving special, episode 26, where we're going to be talking about Thanksgiving. We're also going to be talking about Ghostbusters Afterlife, some funky new lore over in the UK, and more. I am Mike Fish, and I am joined, as always, by Pro Wrestling Hall of Famer, Kush. Kush, how you doing, buddy?
Right on, Mike Fish. What's good, y'all? Kush Hayes here, coming to you with Waffle Box. It's the best part of Wednesdays, and you're here to be with us. Thank you very much. Just to correct our host. So I'm not in the Hall of Fame, but the work that I contributed to that led to a product called Fog City Wrestling on December 4th is being inducted into the Northern California Professional Wrestling Hall of Fame, and it is a big deal. So I've had this information for a little over a week now. I wanted to bring it up last week, but it wasn't ready. Now it is, and even with a week's notice, man, like there's still just a lot of feelings. Like I feel like I just literally got over this part of my life, and I mean this is a great honor, but it's also like, wow, what's happening here? Like I don't think I was ready for this. So
what's the saying go? Just as I thought I was out, they pull me back in.
I guess so. That is a saying. That's from a movie. I know what you're talking about. But like, you know, this,
I know movies.
Yes, you do. This thing in my life was still, even though it's been well over a decade, like it was still, you know, sensitive enough for me that like you invited me onto one of your shows, Mike Plus One, and I was just like, hey man, we can talk about just about anything, but I do not want to talk about Fog City Wrestling. That was like my only stipulation. But this is happening. The powers that be are recognizing our work, my work, Caesar Black's work, and this is happening, dude. And it's a huge honor. I'm going to be sharing the stage with the Golden Boy Dylan Drake, and maybe the best athlete within all of Northern California, Sir Samurai, and it's very exciting. It's exciting, man.
So do you still not want to talk about it?
Well, actually, let's talk a little bit about it. Let me tell you about a chain of events just within the first year. So it's Thanksgiving week.
Let's go. So how far back are we going? Just for those that don't know. So when was
I'm going to tell you that.
Oh, okay, sorry.
I'm getting ready to tell you that.
Can I get into a Hall of Fame? And there is. Go on, do it. Talk about it.
So it's Thanksgiving week. The day after Thanksgiving, 2007, is when the first flyers were being handed out for a show that was going to happen in January of 2008. The first flyer I handed was to a gentleman escorting, I don't know if it was his son or his grandson, but I thought, give kid's dad flyer. He took one look at it, he crumpled it up, and then he was at least nice enough to place it in the trash receptacle outside the bus station. That's how we started. January would come along, and Mike Fish, the ring hadn't even been set up yet, and we were already on the front page of the entertainment section.
Wow.
All right. That was January 12th, 2008. And just for fun, a polar bear escaped the San Francisco Zoo that day.
Coincidence? I think.
Yes.
Oh.
No, definitely coincidence.
I thought he was
going to a surf contest.
I thought he was going to go running during the show.
Mm-hmm. Nope. There was a Olympic scandal happening with some doping, but that happened, and I have to think, thanks to that, a show that statistically should have had about 40 people there. Like that's the average of your basically independent pro wrestling show, but we sold out that night. We sold every ticket and then a few more. 8 months later, we actually get recognized by the San Francisco Bay Guardian, and we accept a Best of the Bay award.
Wow.
All right, this is a publication that isn't. They don't even do anything anymore. That's it. That happened, and then finally, 364 days to the year, 2008 Thanksgiving, we broadcasted our pilot holiday special, the Fog City Wrestling very, very special Thanksgiving special, which scored regionally a 2.9 in the Nielsen's with a 19 share. I still don't know what any of that means, but that happened. I even called Nielsen, good old Nielsen himself, and I was like, what does this mean? And they were like, I don't know, bro, but it's a good thing. And I was like, I would really like to process how much of that was a good thing, but there it is. That was my first year in professional wrestling.
I think, see, I could be wrong. 2.9, I think, doesn't that mean out of the amount of households that could have watched your thing, 2.9% of them were tuned into your show? I think, but I could be wrong. But in the 19 share, that kind of throws me off, so I'm not sure.
I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I wish I had a better answer for you. I got nothing. But those were the numbers reported to us by Coffee TV 20. And even with that information, as far as like getting a sponsor, no one gave a shit because it was professional wrestling. So that was just my first year. If there was another company that went that hard, that fast, I would love to meet them, have drinks, and compare and contrast and tell old war stories. But I don't know that there is one out there that has done all that in that short amount of time. So when I think about stuff like that, this is truly an honor to be inducted into the Northern California Professional Wrestling Hall of Fame.
So when did FCW, when did that eventually close its doors?
Our very last show, we played the Live 105 FM BFD Festival, and that was August of 2010, and then legally doors were closed New Year's Eve that year.
So well, good
just for tax purposes.
Performance about good 2.5, just over 2.5 years stretch.
Mm-hmm.
But hey, must have done something right. Getting to the Hall
20
of Fame.
live events, 6 TV specials, 5 of them aired. There was a Justin TV interaction. You now know it as Twitch TV, but I don't think we were the first pro wrestling federation to try and stream through Justin TV, but we were the only ones where they were just down the street from us. And I knocked on their door and I was like, hey man, I do a thing and I'd like your help with it. And they're like, we'll just put you on the front page. Easy peasy.
Oh.
And because of that, we drew over 300,000 eyeballs.
Woo.
Pairs of eyeballs. So, and then again, the sponsors didn't give a shit because it was pro wrestling and no one watches streaming. And
it was ahead of your time.
It feels like that sometimes, yeah.
If you was doing 300,000 eyeballs on streaming today, I'm sure you'd get some ad revenue.
It's a significant number. It's a significant number for sure. I would have to tell Caesar Black the next day when we were going over the notes. It's like, well, if we had $1 for every one of those people, we would have had $300,000. And I don't know why, like that was a layup, but Dom was like, but I digress. So things ended badly, as they always do. We became a statistic and a memory. And I haven't seen my former business partner intentionally in over a decade. And I'm looking forward to sharing the stage with him on this. This is a special night. Yeah, man. Big things.
For those who are watching or listening, when does Fog City Wrestling officially become inducted into the Northern California Pro Wrestling Hall of Fame?
Saturday, December 4th, 2021.
And I already asked this off air.
Off
We
air.
don't know yet if it's being streamed or
TBD.
recorded, but if it does, we'll definitely promote that on our social media network.
I'm gonna just use my cell phone, record my speech. I don't know what else I can do, but yeah. So that'll be out there.
Are you gonna have someone film it for you from your cell phone, or are you gonna like selfie it?
No, I can literally just put my phone in my pocket. I got a little lav mic. No one will see it.
Oh,
Or if they do, who cares?
If you do a video, we could put it up on our YouTube channel. That'd be fun.
That would be cool, but TBD.
TBD. Speaking of TBD, well, it's not really to be determined. It's to be coming up soon, I guess. Because today is Wednesday, November 24th, as you should be listening to this as it comes out. So tomorrow, it's Thanksgiving. So this is our Thanksgiving special.
Turkey Day, gobble gobble.
Giving thanks. That's my turkey impression.
Oh, that was a good impression, Mike.
So what are your plans for old Turkey Day before I give my thoughts as an outsider on a holiday? But what are you got planned for the big day itself?
Honestly, just gonna cook some food. Just me and Mama Hayes. Everyone else is everywhere else. No one's still comfortable enough with traveling, or they just don't want the burden of the holiday experience. I get both of them. So we're just gonna hang out. I'm gonna cook some turkey, some sides, stuffing, mashed potatoes, stuff like that, and then we'll watch a holiday movie or two. Mom will fall asleep. I'll go off and do something else, and that'll be our Thanksgiving. But it'll still be nice.
Yeah, I think at this point, people are just using the pandemic as an excuse now. Like, hey, would you want to come around? I would love to, but you know how things are.
True.
Why they're just sitting in their underwear?
Just to throw it out there, and no offense to my aunt and uncle, but I didn't want to drive 3 hours north. I just didn't, and I was upfront about that. So I don't know what their side said, but yeah, I was just like, I just want to stay home this year. That's it.
Because I'm assuming they're watching this or listening to this.
They might be. I can't control them.
Well, for me, I'm escaping. As you are listening to this, internet world, I will be either on a plane or in England, pretending that it's Thanksgiving, even though we don't celebrate Thanksgiving in England because we're a bitter bunch and we don't like to give thanks for anything.
That's disappointing.
But I just think it's all overrated a little bit, because I'm going to be honest. You know, because like, what do people look? Oh, what do you look forward to most about Thanksgiving? Oh, hanging out with the family. Well, you could do that at Christmas. You could do that at Christmas. Oh, what else do you like about Thanksgiving? Oh, the food. What the same food that you can have at Christmas? It's all. It's the only thing people are really looking forward to, and I've broken the code. It's just 2 days off work. That's it. It's the only thing.
That's fair too.
It's thankful for work not being there. Maybe.
Unfortunately, not everybody gets those 2 days off. There are some folks that are just stuck who would love to have the day off for Thanksgiving, that would celebrate it religiously.
And they hate Thanksgiving.
They just have a shitty job. And they have to work Thanksgiving. And then there's this whole other demographic of folks who have to work that Black Friday sale where people get injured. That shit is no joke. I think the COVID was the best thing about Black Friday is you couldn't have a Black Friday last year. So I think that was for the best. So, but yeah, man, not everybody gets the 2 days off, the extra 2 days off.
And I would argue
it's
that
a good
those
excuse
people,
to hang with family.
And I would argue those people that are working over Thanksgiving are also the people that hate Thanksgiving. So there is my correlation.
I've done enough Black Fridays where folks were super stoked about the Thanksgiving they had just 12 hours prior. So I reject your hypothesis.
Is Black Friday even really still a thing? Like, don't just people?
I hope not.
Because
again, too many people got hurt over some nonsense.
Yeah, are the discounts that good that you can be willing to take a punch in the face?
85% on most stuff. Yeah, that's pretty intense, but it's not worth getting punched in the face or getting trampled or miscellaneous. Like it's
wait for Cyber
I think a
Monday.
lot of companies this year were like, Black Friday starts November 2nd online. It's like, all right, you know.
Yeah, even because I remember because in England they started promoting Black Friday. I was like, why are we promoting Black Friday? We don't have Thanksgiving.
Oh, that is interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a commercial event. I won't dignify it by calling it a holiday, but it is a commercial event, and it's good for economy.
I'm
Not
just
necessarily
waiting.
the economy, but economy.
I know the shark has truly been jumped when I'm in England watching TV, and one day I'm sure they'll start advertising 4th of July sales. I'm like, what the fuck?
Weren't you telling me that you guys do have like 4th of July beer sales? Like you got your Budweiser company out there even has like a couple of cheeky ads where you're just like, oh, those Yanks are celebrating that day again.
Yeah, they try to capitalize, and you'll see like American flags everywhere because they just now, like I say, it's become a commercial thing now. No one actually knows what 4th of July actually means. It's just, it's an American holiday, so let's all be American. Yeehaw! And it's like Cinco de Mayo. Everyone just drinks Corona and thinks they're Mexican for a day. It's ridiculous. So, yeah, no, I refuse to celebrate 4th of July. Like, I'm over it. Don't get me wrong. I'm not bitter still.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not celebrating.
I think you should have to work 4th of July then, even on Sunday.
I should. But you know what? I was thinking about this because I get three or four days at work allocated as jury service, but obviously I can't do jury service because I'm not a US citizen. So I'm kind of like, isn't that is that discrimination? Can I try to get those extra days off anyway? But probably not. I'm probably thinking too much about it. But I could maybe.
I mean, just to nitpick that, they should do something to compensate you for that. Like maybe even if it's not 4 days, 2 days, 2 floating holidays. Because that's where I thought you were going with it. I was like, jury duty. Yeah, all right.
Yeah, I'm not worried
jury
about
duty
missing
is so
jury
random. It happens once every 2 years, at least out in California. So it's an interesting point, though. It is an interesting point. On top of that, you guys still celebrate Christmas on the 25th. It's still a commercial thing over there, right?
It is, but we do it okay. So I know
about Sinterklaas, but I think that's a Dutch thing.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Oh, you don't know about Sinterklaas? Sinterklaas comes like 3 weeks before Christmas. In the Netherlands, Christmas is still a religious holiday. Folks go to church and all that bullshit, but everyone exchanges presents on like the 3rd. And that's thanks to Sinterklaas and his highly controversial assistant, which we won't get into here. Or maybe we'll get into it on the next episode.
So does Santa Claus, is he still in the same universe as Santa Claus? Like, does Santa Claus show up 3 weeks later?
He is Santa Claus. But that's just how they pronounce it. Sinterklaas.
Oh, because I was kind of hoping that like, every year Santa Claus arrives on December 25th. And it was like, oh, fuck. You got your gifts already? Fucking Santa Claus. God, it gives me every year. And it's like Santa Claus like...
Well, this is how this helps the myth of Santa get all those Christmas presents out. He doesn't do it all in one night. Like he starts on the 4th. And then he works his way west. Right?
That's how he gets away with it.
That goes down. Yeah.
He puts on like sunglasses and changes his name to Santa Claus so no one notices. No, that wasn't me. That was my cousin. I do it all in one night. I don't know what you're talking about.
We might have to expand on Sinterklaas on a future episode, but yeah. All right. So you don't know about Sinterklaas. That's exciting.
No, but maybe we could do a special as we ramp up to Christmas.
Not a special. It'll just be another segment. It'll just be another segment. But
we could Christmas around the world with Waffle Box. And we could do that.
Okay. I do like the sound of that.
Yeah. Look forward to that, boys and girls. But yeah, Thanksgiving coming up. Happy Thanksgiving if you do celebrate. If you don't, sod you then. Miserable bastard. Anyway, next topic. Since I'm going back to the UK, I had to brush up on some of the laws, you know what I mean? Because I haven't been back I went back last month. But you know what I mean? I've been living there for a while, so I just wanted to make sure I'm not going to break any laws. So I was looking up, and apparently there is a new law coming in the UK, which normally, obviously, that doesn't sound like a fun topic. I'm sure everyone who joins us each week and has a laugh a minute at old Waffle Box, I'm sure they're thinking, a segment about a law. This must be fun. But no, hold tight, boys and girls. So, according to this was on the BBC website, so you know it's legit. Drivers, this is the headline, drivers to be
question
banned.
before we dive in. Was that a sarcastic remark? Is BBC not to be trusted anymore?
Oh, no.
Are they like CNN?
I don't know. I still trust BBC because I'm old school.
Oh, okay.
So,
I'm sorry. I just wanted to clarify. I just thought I heard something different. I'm sorry. Please continue.
What do you heard? Who's talking shit about BBC, huh? Tell me.
Not me.
Give me their names. Okay.
Not this.
I'll die for my BBC. You besmirch the Queen. You'll get Queensby rules, fisticuffs, young man. So headline. Drivers to be banned from using handheld devices. I thought that was a thing already, but apparently not. So, according to the headline, UK drivers will be banned from filming or searching playlists on a handheld device from next year under government plans to toughen road safety laws. It is already illegal to call or text on a handheld phone whilst driving unless it's an emergency, but from 2022, drivers will be barred from using the device to take photos or play games, with rule breakers facing a £200 fine and 6 license points. First thing you think of is good, toughen those rules. But so from 2020, so even now, if you go back to the UK and get behind the wheel, hey, is it okay if I text someone? No. Can I play Candy Crush? Of course. Why not? What's wrong with that? Can I take some photos? Can I take a selfie? Yeah. No. It's like, is this, do you think, like one of those things where someone obviously did this, was like obviously just doing something stupid, got into an accident, or was taking a selfie or something, and then they were like, the police were like, "What are you doing? You can't do that." And they're like, "Well, it's not in the rule book." And they're like, "God damn it! Do we have to make a rule for every situation, or is this just like something ludicrous from Looney Tune UKville?" What do you think?
I think if it's happened enough times where police have pulled over someone playing Candy Crush and have just not been able to do anything about it, or at least like only write up a reckless driving citation, but they want this to be concrete. So yeah, I don't know about New Jersey, but I do know that California is just like strict, like no distractions in the car. So technically you're not even supposed to like play the radio, but that also like attributes to obviously no handheld devices, no games, don't fuck with your Spotify playlist, and no smoking even is supposed to be a thing. But that's how, you know, it's no distractions in California. That can fuck you up. So having said that though, like when Pokemon Go was a thing, douchebags were driving their car and trying to catch the Charmander or whatever it was.
One of them fellas.
So there were still problems like that, and you know we're talking spirit of the law, not letter of the law. So like, you still need Google Maps or Waze or whatever it is you use for navigation. You still like your Pandora playlist, your Spotify playlist, and it's not that hard to just go boop and then move on at the red light. You know,
especially now I can connect mine with the Bluetooth and then I can control it with the steering wheel. Boop, 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 boop.
Yes, exactly, 100%. So. I think they just literally don't want dummies just driving like that. Like I think it's literally just, you know, I don't know who the fuck is recording while they're driving, but I'm sure it's happened.
I'm sure it's something to do with TikTok or Instagram because I'm too old for that shit.
Right.
I'm sure there's something dumb on there.
I would bet good money on that too, Mike Fish.
But the article goes on to say, which we're getting another. So. Motorists will still be allowed to use hand-free devices whilst driving, such as a sat-nav, GPS, or mobile phone if it's secured in a cradle. However, drivers making a contactless payment using their mobile phone while stationary will be exempt from new laws. What? Okay, so drivers making a contactless payment using their mobile phone while stationary will be so.
So that means you're parked.
Are people trying to?
At least...
But the way they said that, are people trying to like contactless pay things whilst moving? I just like
yes.
Shoom.
People are trying to drive through the bridge and just hit it without stopping.
This is like just nonsense. This is like one of the like new law. Is now illegal to punch a bird in the face while it's flying. Like,
I mean, that's fair.
Wait, what? What is that not a law? Was that not a thing? It's like
that was not a law. So like this isn't it, but we have when we cross bridges now for our contactless payment, like toll operators are not a thing in San Francisco anymore on either side of the of both our bridges. But
nor
you get
here.
this little hockey puck device, nor in Jersey. Okay, you get a little hockey puck device. We call it fast track out here. I don't know what you call it out there, but you
put
it in your easy pass. Or you put it in the dashboard. You can even put it in that little hidey hole compartment under the dash. But you just drive through now, 10 miles an hour. It goes beep beep. And $6 has been charged to your credit card, or they send you a bill in the mail, whatever. But that's interesting that they haven't adapted that yet in the UK.
No, we're in New Jersey, New York. We're like hip, so it's called Easy Pass, but it's spelled like
Easy
Z. You know what I mean? Because we're hip to kids.
I understand.
Word to your mother.
Word.
All that good stuff. Because these at the end of words are cool, apparently, still. But there you go.
Those are words. Those are definitely words.
Like down with the kids with a Z.
With a Z?
With a Z.
You're gonna make me drink more, Mike Fish. This is bueno.
Hey, it's Thanksgiving. Drink
I guess so, isn't it?
Drink until you're feeling more thankful.
I'm feeling pretty thankful indeed.
So those listening or watching us in the UK, you have only 5 weeks left to play games on your phone whilst driving. So get your highest score in soon.
Get it out of your system, folks.
This is how I roll. The only thing that keeps coming to my mind is Candy Crush. Is Candy Crush still a thing? Do people still play Candy Crush? Is there a new
I think so, but I was only on the bus just the other day, and there was barely anybody on there playing anything. So I think, I don't know what to tell you.
I think Kush is back with us now. I could hear you, but you were just like, it looked like it was one of those pictures where they, when
I did get your internet is unstable.
Yeah, when like they're interviewed on the news, but they don't have a video, so they just put up like a photo of them while their voice is talking.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it looked like. Mm-hmm. But for those listening,
so I literally just disappeared.
You had no idea. No. You were still there. You were on the screen. You just wasn't moving. Mm-hmm. You was like, and then you was still talking. He was like a ventriloquist.
Oh, that's exciting.
But I couldn't see the dummy, which was a shame. Could have made it awkward.
Next time. Next time we'll figure it out.
If you know a good name that Kush could name his ventriloquist dummy, submit your ideas to enjoywafflebox@gmail.com.
Ooh, I like this. Yes.
Yeah.
Let's get a Kush Hayes replica dummy.
That'd be good shit.
That would be the little bandana and the glasses and the beard. Oh, Jesus.
Speaking of those, not that kind of thing, but are you familiar with Funko Pops?
Yeah. I only have 2 of them. They are both Baby Groot. One is regular, one is gold plated.
Ooh. Yeah, you can buy like blank ones, so you can kind of create your own Funko Pop.
I've seen that as well.
I was so tempted just to kind of buy some and see if I could make a Mike and Kush Funko set.
Oh, that'd be fun. You should do that. I encourage it.
Don't know how artsy I am, but I'll try.
Okay.
So that's it. No more Candy Crush on the roads in the UK from 2022.
Candy Crush, no less boba.
No Candy Crush. But now As always, it's time for everyone's favorite segment, unless they haven't watched the movie, because then it kind of spoils it for them. It's Kush's movie review. Boom. This week on Kush's movie review, what do we got? We got Ghostbusters Afterlife, starring Paul Rudd.
There you go. Wow.
And other
Yeah.
people.
Thanks for that intro, Mike. That was pretty great.
I mean,
I want to put one of
welcome.
those. We need to put a beat behind that. What was that craze that came about? The wah 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 wah.
Are you talking about dubstep?
Anyway, dubstep. Thank you. We need to put a dubstep beat behind your intro there. Little mix, little scratch, but yeah, that was great. Internet, please, let's will the internet to do this. We need them to do a dubstep intro of your Ghostbusters song, and we need them to make me a ventriloquist replica.
Get on it, internet.
Please, internet. I'd be very thankful if you did.
By the way, before we get into the movie review, you have 2 weeks to complete those challenges, because obviously, as pre-mentioned, I will be in England, and because I don't trust my parents' Wi-Fi connection and I don't want to do it over a phone. So we're going to be skipping Waffle Box next week, and we'll be returning to your screens or your ears, however which way you want to do it, on the 8th of December.
Pow.
Enjoy. Yes.
That was a good plug, Mike.
You're welcome. You're welcome. So Ghostbusters, come back.
Ghostbusters Afterlife.
First Ghostbusters
I think it was one of the first
people have been looking forward to in about 42 years. Was it worth the wait?
No. So Ghostbusters Afterlife, I believe we even talked about it on like one of the first Waffle Boxes, where I was just like, I'm not excited about this, dude. I don't want to see it. I didn't hate Girl Ghostbusters, but it also wasn't good. But I also didn't want a Ghostbusters 3 after we had Ghostbusters 2 in 1989. Also, this resurgence of people now going, Ghostbusters 2 is actually good. Fuck you, because no, it isn't.
It is.
I will say Girl Ghostbusters was still better than Ghostbusters 2.
Whoa.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa.
I said it. No,
I heard you.
Problem. You're the problem.
I heard you say
Mike
it.
Fish, you're the problem. You're the problem. So, but after everything that's been going on, man, the pandemic, this movie was already completed. It was in the can right before New Year's Eve 2019. It was due to come out summer 2020, and obviously the pandemic prevented that. It would have 4 more releases. By the time it finally came out this weekend, I was just like, it'll just be nice to get out of the house. I kind of feel a little obliged to see this. And it's, who doesn't like Paul Rudd? He's a good dude, right? He makes you laugh, right, Mike Fish?
Makes me laugh. He makes me cry. He makes me tingle in all the right places.
Okay. So I know you requested a non-spoiler review. I'm gonna do my best to abide by that. So going into this, man, there's plenty of eye roll moments. There's plenty of eye roll moments. There's a lot of Easter eggs that are just unnecessary. I think if you pull out all the guts of the nostalgia from this movie, it would be 20 minutes shorter. Having said all that, though,
it's actually impressive.
This is my favorite movie of the year. This is my favorite movie of the year, no doubt. I had a great time watching this. Again, I still rolled my eyes. Someone finds a Crunch bar in a jumpsuit, and you're just like, go fuck yourself. A Twinkie pops out of a fucking glove compartment for no reason. It's like, why did you do that? There's a fire pole. All right, I get that part. Whatever. Then I audibly booed in the theater when so-and-so went, who are you gonna call? Having done all that, though, dude, I really enjoyed this movie. I thought it was delightful. I thought it was a great companion piece to the original Ghostbusters. I definitely want to go see it again. That's would be why it is my favorite. Everyone keeps reporting like, I cried at the end. I dare you not to cry at this, Mike. If you're this high strung even about your Ghostbusters, I dare you not to cry at the end of this movie. I thought there was a lot of tastefully well done things. It's a fun continuation There were things that could have just been different, even by a little bit. Just so I can avoid your spoilers, I'm going to invite questions from you, Mike Fish of Waffle Box Pod.
Okay, hi, it's Mike Fish from Waffle Box Podcast.
Mike Fish, Waffle Box Pod. I recognize you. Go for it.
Yeah, thank you. My question is for Kush Hayes.
So,
is it true that you're in the Hall of...
No, anyway. So, obviously, the trailers and the teasers were heavily rotated around those damn kids.
I sat out the last round of trailers. I was just like, I'm going to go see it. I don't need this trailer. Shut up. But please continue.
Okay, so was the movie as heavily focused on the kids and Paul Rudd as much as the trailer leads you to believe, or was it just done like that so to save the surprise of the main Ghostbusters cast or the original Ghostbusters cast coming in?
The movie is on the shoulders of little girl, also known as Mackenzie Grace. That's the actress. This is her movie. She's
granddaughter.
Egon's granddaughter. She's Egon's granddaughter. She is the sister to Finn Wolfhard from Stranger Things. That dude is a lot taller than he was when he donned the jumpsuit in his Stranger Things episode, which is obviously why they cast him. He has nothing to do in this. I only know of Finn Wolfhard from the It movies. Otherwise, I didn't watch Stranger Things. But like, even if it wasn't Finn Wolfhard, his character has nothing to do. It's kind of weird that he's even there. But you got to have 4. So what are you gonna do? But Mackenzie Grace, this is her movie. She carries the entire thing. Paul Rudd is always likable. He continues that streak. But this movie is not him. In fact, nope. Not going to spoil it for you. Not going to spoil it.
No,
so,
don't do it. Don't do it. Maybe I'll try to go see it in England.
So I remember when Girl Ghostbusters came out, and I wasn't excited about that then either. But I remember you saw it in the UK, and you were sent. I don't remember if you put it on Properly Promoted or Twitter or whatever. But I remember like someone put on a full-on Stay Puft Marshmallow Man display in the lobby of whatever theater you saw, and I was just like, man, that is cool. Like that looks just really good.
Wait, now I'm trying to think. Was it? I think there might have been. No, I think that was a subway station. I think
that was just
in
a
London.
Subway station.
I
Wow.
think so yeah,
like this was a full-on like demo. Just like
it was,
you could touch the Stay Puft Mark. It was like
one for one head, and it looked like it was like crashing
coming
out of the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it did look very cool. That was pretty good.
That was a subway station.
If I remember correctly,
underground.
If I remember correctly, I believe it was, but I could be
totally underground.
Totally wrong. The underground. Going
that shit would be covered in spray paint and urine and a lot of other awful bodily fluids if it was here in San Francisco. I'm embarrassed to say.
Oh, we have pee covered stuff over in London as well. Don't worry.
I know you have a lot of pissers out there in London, but you guys will at least like. I don't even know if you're mentally unbalanced, but like, let's just rub shit on everything.
I mean, I'm sure you'll find someone, but yeah, I must admit, I've never rubbed shit on anything. I can say that
good.
With a clean conscience. I'm one of the good guys.
You are one of the good guys, Mike Fish. Mike Fish, is there another question for this review?
Yes. Was Paul Rudd to Paul Rudd in this movie? He was good.
He's still Paul Rudd, but he's not. It's kind of weird that he's even on the poster. In fact, I find it a slight against Logan Kim, who plays the other mini Ghostbuster. He's like a little Korean Dan Aykroyd. Like his character's name is Podcast. His whole thing is just like, I'm into like supernatural and paranormal shit, but he's 12 years old. But he does the part very well. Logan Kim is actually in this movie more than Paul Rudd, and it's weird that dude is on the poster. But obviously, marketing and all that. Marketing.
It's the brand name.
Justice for Podcast. Hashtag Justice for Podcast.
Why is he named Podcast? Does he have a podcast?
That's exactly why his name is Podcast. That's a self nickname. He's a 12-year-old dork. It's okay. You're
Shut
confused,
up.
but he's a 12-year-old dork.
Shout out to podcast. Does the Stranger Things kid, whatever his name is, you're better than the name.
Finn Wolfhard.
Finn Wolfhard. Hard?
Mm-hmm.
Wolfhard. It's an interesting surname. Wolfhard.
Mm-hmm. I bet it's a stage name, but still, continue.
Is his face still incredibly punchable now he's grown up a little bit? Because whenever I see his face in Stranger Things, even though as a little kid, I just kind of want to just punch him in the face.
Mm-hmm. I'm in the minority of people who have never seen Stranger Things.
What?
So you know, it was one of those things where like I didn't hear about it, and then one weekend I only heard about it. Like everybody on my Facebook feed was going Stranger Things, and then like all of the media was like that red neon stencil. People were just substituting that for everything, and I was just like, I don't know what this is, but I don't want to see it. And I've managed to keep that streak going, I think, for at least 4 seasons now. I'm pretty excited about that.
Season 4 comes out soon, yeah.
All right, well, good for me.
I would, I can appreciate your, what's the word? Where you're holding on to that. What's
I'm kind of rebelling against it.
Maybe, yeah, I can respect that. But maybe down the road, I would definitely highly recommend. So I think you'd dig it. I'd highly recommend watching definitely season 1, maybe season 2. You could probably skip season 3.
Okay. I mean, people who like it love it. So, and I'm not trying to take that from them. And again,
I think season 1 and 2.
Majority of people who have seen it love it.
Season 1 and 2 are very, very good. Season 3, you could definitely tell it was like hey, this is really popular. Let's just keep it going. And it's it was all right, but it wasn't that great. So yeah, definitely 1, maybe 2, not 3.
Okay. Well, someday it'll come up, I'm sure.
I'm trying to think of good questions.
But anyways, I had no reason to punch Finn Wolfhard. He's not in this movie much. And what the time he is in, he's not really doing anything. He's trying to hit on a chick and get a job. He fixes up the Ecto-1. You see that in the trailer. Like his role is very minimal in this. It's they could have put anybody in his role, to be honest. No disrespect to him.
In real life, he has no idea how to fix a classic car.
Yeah, it's one of those quirky families where mom can't hold it together, so the youngest one is actually the smartest one, but the oldest child also can do those random things that help out when the script needs it to. But mom's totally useless in this movie. That's Carrie Coon. She's great in the role, but yeah, her character is a dirtbag.
Is that why she relies on Paul Rudd?
She only meets Paul Rudd, and even then she's kind of hesitant. She's like, "Yo, I'm a dirtbag. I don't want to bring this nice guy into this."
And also, why is this 50-year-old who looks sturdy hanging out with my kids?
There you go. Well, he's their summer school teacher, or at least Mackenzie Grace's summer school teacher. So,
well, isn't that convenient?
Yeah, because the script says so. Yes, it is.
I guess it is. Yeah. Okay. All right. So I'm not going to ask any more questions though, because I know I'm going to ask the wrong question and get upset because you spoiled it for me. Hopefully, I'll check it out next week when I'm in England. So out of 5,
giving it a 4 out of 5. But it's not the best movie of the year, but it's definitely my favorite, and I don't see that changing in the next 6 weeks.
Good stuff. I thoroughly look forward to seeing it and having a little
pleasantly surprised
at the end.
I dare you not to.
So I am emotional. I'm an emotional person, so I'm sure I will. I'm in touch with my feelings, Kush.
Oh, that's nice.
I'm a modern man.
Hugs.
So not coming up this week. Well, coming next 2 weeks. What are the good folks of the Syrup Squad going to do to keep them busy? What's the schedule looking like on the Buzznet family? These good people to listen to.
I got really nothing coming up next week for any of y'all.
Jesus.
I guess we're taking out
sorry.
a long week. However, today, right now, as we speak, right after you listen to this, go over to Sweet Science Cinema. Check out Sweet Science Cinema number 6. It's the season finale of the year. I guess that's why it would be the season finale. But guess what? We're talking Rocky IV Ultimate Director's Cut, which came out 2 weeks ago. Hear what we have to say about it. Me and Pro Wrestling Hall of Famer Jameel Hemphill, we break it down. We compare it to the original one. Still the shortest Rocky, only 1 minute longer. Somehow might actually have like 40 minutes of new footage. It's the same cast. It's the same story. It's a different movie. It's
Paul Rudd did it for some reason.
Spoiler alert, I enjoyed it. But here why I enjoyed it. I'm pretty sure day after tomorrow, Friday, Black Friday, it's currently $15 on iTunes. I bet it'll be about $5 because of that Black Friday deal. So
headbutt someone, grab it.
Speaking of Black Friday, Microdose number 94, we're doing the Get to Know Your Podcast series. We're doing a return to that, and this week's subject is Robin Seto. We recorded this episode a long time ago. I explain later in the episode or earlier in the episode when we recorded it, but it's a good time. It's about an hour long. It's pretty raw, and you're gonna get to know a little bit more about Miss Robin Seto, Miss Robin if you're nasty. So that's what I got this week, Mike Fish.
Beautiful stuff. And if you are looking for something else to listen to in the meantime, give my boy a plug, Mr. Alex Middleton. Check out their podcast, Pass the Gravy. You can go listen to that at Pass the Gravy Pod on Twitter and Instagram. Check it out wherever you listen to podcasts. It's always a fun time. It's very random. I think you'll dig it. I think you dig it. Give those guys a listen. But yeah, check us all out on our.
Mike, before we get out of here, I'm sorry to cut you off in the middle of Alex's plug, man. Before we get out of here, before we sign off, I know you talk about the overratedness or whatever, but tell the fans what you are thankful for. You have to be thankful for something, and you got to let everyone know what you're thankful for, no matter how big or small.
I mean, are we doing this seriously now?
Yeah.
So see, I have to be serious for a moment. Okay.
Just a moment.
I don't know. I guess I'm just thankful for people who are listening, I guess.
That's fair.
No, because I've always wanted to do podcasts for several years, and I just always got lazy, never got around to it. And now I finally do it, and it's just cool to see the stats come in. And even though we're not doing Joe Rogan numbers, I see that people are watching and listening, and I appreciate that. And it just makes it's fun to do. It's get the creative old juices out there, so it's nice to see that people are listening to it and enjoying it. So yeah, thankful for them. Shout out. And I know it sounds super corny, but no, that's legit. I am very happy and thankful to see people enjoying what we're creating. How about you?
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, I don't want it to be cliche that we only do this once a year. You should be thankful for these things every day, man. But it is the time of the holiday. So I am thankful for you, Mike Fish. I am thankful for the Waffle Box podcast. I'm thankful for the Syrup Squad. And I'm thankful for those who have yet to listen to us. I'm thankful for my family. I'm thankful that my mom is here another year. I'm thankful that I have a brother and sister that I've only known about 5 years now. And I'm thankful for everything I've been through this last decade. I'm thankful for having my work inducted into the Hall of Fame. Yep. And I'm inducted for every job thankful for every job that I do get when it comes up. And we got a couple jobs coming up next week, thankfully. So I hope everyone here has the best of holidays, has a happy and thankful Thanksgiving. And even if it's not Thanksgiving to you, just have a great Thursday, guys.
Yeah, or a drink.
Have a lot of drinks.
It's Friday Junior. That's what I like to call
Junior. I like that.
Get into the spirit of it. So check us all out. Be thankful. And then follow us on Wafflebox Pod on all the social medias. Follow me at Mr. Mike Fish. Follow him at Kush_Hayes. Make sure you follow us if you are. Again, all the links are available. If you're listening to us and you want to watch us, if you're watching us and you want to listen to us instead, go to enjoywafflebox.com where you can check out all those links. And if you want a really cool t-shirt to show your support, go to wafflemerch.com and there's some really cool designs there for you to check out. Any passing, and of course, the easiest way to get the back catalog and archive of this show and many more, check out bosnet.family. Since it is Thanksgiving, let's celebrate family, the Bosnet family.
There you go. Thankful for the Bosnet family.
Shout out to is it little sister Hayes? Little sister Hayes.
Little Sister Hayes.
I always forget which direction.
Jamil Hemphill. Thankful for Robin Seto. Thankful for Len Kabazinski. Thanks again for Mike Fish. Thankful for Kai, the cornerstone of all of this. Kai Nagai. That's my dude. Oh.
Does he do appearances?
He will if you ask him nicely.
Maybe we could get him on the show one day.
I think that'd be fun.
I know what we could do. Oh my god, I just had a great idea. And I'm gonna whisper it because I'm not gonna edit it out. So people are gonna maybe we could do like a Bosnet like Christmas party, and we could get like him on here, Robin on here. Like we could do like a Christmas party.
Mm-hmm. We'll talk about it. Yeah, I actually had an alternative plan, but I like where your head's at.
Well, Syrup Squad, that might have been a little bit of teaser, but who knows? Maybe it's going to be even better. Look out for that. In the meantime, enjoy Thanksgiving. We'll see you we'll talk to you, I guess, in December, where we ramp up for Christmas, another holiday where I'm probably going to be grouchy and bar humbug. But yes, if you want to listen, if you want to drink out of that mug that Kush is drinking out of, again, go to wafflemerch.com. Spend all your hard-earned money on us losers, because why not? But until next time, don't forget to take care of yourselves and each other.